LeBron James is known to the world as the king. On the court, he dominates. Off the court, he's a billionaire mogul, a global icon, and the face of generational greatness. And for decades, fans have looked at his marriage to Savannah James as the ultimate love story, a rare example of a high school sweetheart romance that not only survived fame but seemed to thrive in it. But then, LeBron said something no one expected. During a recent podcast appearance, he dropped the facade of perfection and admitted that his marriage hasn't always been a bed of roses. In fact, he revealed struggles, adverse moments, and the uncomfortable truth that even after 20 years, he and Savannah still face challenges. And just like that, the internet exploded. Fans were supportive. Others were skeptical. And the media began asking, why is LeBron opening up now? And what exactly did he mean by adverse moments? This is the story of LeBron James, Savannah James, and the cracks behind the so-called perfect couple. The viral confession. It all started on the 360 with Speedy podcast. LeBron sat down, relaxed, and got real, something he rarely does when it comes to his private life. He spoke about his marriage, and the word stunned his fans. The relationship is never picture perfect. If you're okay with working through the hardships and the adverse moments, then it will make it all worth it. Like, we've been together since high school. So it ain't going to always be a bed of roses, man. Just like that, the internet lit up. LeBron has always projected strength, dominance, and control. But here he was admitting, marriage isn't easy, even when you're LeBron James. Even when you have money, fame, and access to everything. To many, it was refreshing. It made him human. But for others? It raised questions. Why is LeBron opening up now? Why talk about hardships in his marriage when he spent years protecting his image and keeping Savannah out of the spotlight? This wasn't the polished LeBron PR machine speaking. This was raw, unfiltered honesty. And fans weren't sure what to make of it. The high school sweetheart fantasy. To understand why this confession shook so many people, you have to understand how LeBron and Savannah's story has been told for years. They met in Akron, Ohio, when they were teenagers. LeBron was the rising basketball prodigy who would become a global superstar. Savannah was the steady, grounded girl who stood by him before the fame, the money, and the spotlight. By the time LeBron was drafted into the NBA in 2003, Savannah was already part of his life. She wasn't a new Hollywood girlfriend or a groupie chasing stardom. She was the girl from home, the one who kept him grounded. The NBA, the media, and fans ate this story up. It was perfect. A fairy tale. High school sweethearts who stayed together despite the temptations of fame. For 2 decades, LeBron and Savannah's image has been carefully cultivated. Red carpets, family photos, Savannah cheering from the stands, it was always picture perfect. Unlike other NBA stars whose marriages collapsed under pressure, LeBron and Savannah seemed untouchable. But now? LeBron himself is admitting it hasn't always been as flawless as it looks. And that opens the door to a much bigger conversation. The 3 rules of marriage. On the podcast, LeBron didn't just admit to struggles, he laid out the rules that keep his marriage alive. Rule number 1, communication. Rule number 2, honesty. Rule number 3, being okay with discomfort. That last one struck fans. Because it wasn't some Instagram-ready inspirational quote. It was real. LeBron flat out admitted you can't always have it your way. You can't live by my way or the highway. Then he ended with the classic line, happy wife, happy life. It sounded lighthearted, but the underlying message was clear. LeBron James, the most powerful player in the NBA, knows that when it comes to marriage, he doesn't always get to be the king. But here's the thing. Rules like honesty and communication don't come out of thin air. They usually come from experience. From times when honesty was tested. From moments when communication broke down. Which begs the question, what adverse moments forced LeBron and Savannah to create these rules in the first place? The hidden struggles. Let's be clear, LeBron and Savannah have never publicly aired out their dirty laundry. Unlike other celebrity couples, they keep their personal lives tightly under wraps. But rumors? They've swirled for years. There have been whispers about LeBron being unfaithful, claims that resurface on gossip blogs and social media every few years. Nothing has ever been proven, and LeBron has never addressed them directly. But the timing of his adverse moments comment has some fans connecting dots. Then there's the pressure of raising 3 kids in the spotlight. Their eldest son, Bronny, has been under intense media scrutiny, especially after his shocking health scare last year. The pressure on him to follow in LeBron's footsteps has been immense. Bryce, their second son, is also on the rise in basketball. And their youngest, Zuri, is growing up in a world where every move her family makes is watched. Balancing that with a career that has stretched over 2 decades? It's not hard to imagine that the James household has faced tension. Savannah has admitted in past interviews that being married to an NBA superstar comes with sacrifices, lonely nights, constant travel, and the challenge of carving out her own identity. So when LeBron talks about adverse moments, it doesn't have to mean scandal. It could mean the very real stress of trying to maintain a normal family life in a world that's anything but normal. Still, fans can't help but wonder, was he hinting at something deeper? The public image versus private reality. This is where things get complicated. Because LeBron James isn't just a basketball player. He's a brand. A billion-dollar empire. Everything about his life has been carefully managed, from the way he speaks in interviews to the way his family is presented. He's one of the few athletes who has managed to stay scandal-free for 2 decades, at least publicly. But the truth is, no marriage is perfect. And LeBron's admission is proof of that. Some argue this moment of honesty makes him more relatable, more human. But others believe it cracks the armor of his carefully curated image. If LeBron James, Mr. Perfect family man, admits to struggles, what else might be lurking behind the scenes? And then there's Savannah. Unlike LeBron, she rarely speaks to the media. She avoids the spotlight as much as possible, and that silence only adds to the mystery. Is she simply private? Or is there more to the story? For years, the public has only seen what the James family wants us to see. Now, we've gotten a rare glimpse behind the curtain. Fan reactions and cultural impact. The internet wasted no time reacting. On one side, fans praised LeBron for keeping it real. In a world of Instagram-perfect marriages and celebrity couples who break up every other month, his honesty felt refreshing. People said it made him more relatable, proof that even billionaires struggle with the same issues as everyone else. But on the other side, skeptics saw it differently. They questioned why LeBron suddenly felt the need to talk about hardships. Was it a subtle warning that things aren't going well? Was he soft-launching the idea that his marriage isn't as stable as it looks? Some even drew comparisons to other NBA couples who seemed strong, until suddenly, they weren't. From Kobe and Vanessa Bryant's early marriage struggles to Dwayne Wade's break from Gabrielle Union, fans know that behind-the-scenes drama often comes out long after the public suspects. So is LeBron's confession a simple moment of vulnerability? Or is it the beginning of a bigger story? The bigger question. This brings us to the bigger question, why now? LeBron has been in the league for over 20 years. He's nearing the end of his legendary career. Soon, his focus will shift from basketball to legacy, business, philanthropy, and family. By admitting his marriage isn't perfect, is he trying to humanize himself? To show that he's more than just a flawless athlete, that he's a man who struggles just like anyone else? Or, is this a sign of deeper cracks? Is the perfect couple image beginning to unravel as the pressure of retirement, aging, and fame catches up to him? It's impossible to know for sure. But what we do know is this: LeBron James has always been careful with his words. And if he chose this moment to let his guard down, there's a reason. Conclusion. At the end of the day, LeBron James can rule the court. He can win championships, break records, and cement his place as one of the greatest athletes in history. But when it comes to marriage, even the king has to play by different rules. communication, honesty, discomfort, and yes, happy wife, happy life. Maybe this was simply a rare moment of honesty. Or maybe it was something more, a glimpse into struggles we may never fully see. Because behind the glitz, the glory, and the billion-dollar empire, LeBron James is reminding us of something simple: even kings bleed. Even kings struggle. And even kings have to fight for love. So the question remains, was this LeBron showing wisdom and maturity? Or was it a subtle cry for help about cracks in his empire? Only time will tell.